What's up? What's up? What's good to all my fight fans? Are y'all ready for the boxing surprise we cooked up for all the boxing nerds out there? Nah, it ain't strippers. But y'all definitely are gonna enjoy this ride.
This nigga went to sleep.
She continues our coverage live. Aaron.
It all stemmed from a disagreement and a disturbance here at the Extreme Custom Fleet and Auto Spa. Now, Crawford took his vehicle here for a paint job. Now, the owner said he hadn't finished paying for it when Crawford was demanding his car back. Well, a police report said just over a week ago, he came back here with 3 friends and took the vehicle. And during that, the owners say that damage happened to the property. Terence Crawford came to the Omaha Police Department Friday morning to be cited on charges of theft of services, criminal mischief, assault in the 3rd degree, and trespassing. The charges, all misdemeanors.
Never one to be too public, Terence Crawford was considered somewhat of a bad boy in and out the ring, and he used that to bolster his status in boxing and become undisputed at 140 in dominant fashion.
I feel like everything happens for a reason, and you know, if I change something, then you know it might change something that's in my future. And you know, my future is going great right now. I'm one of the top fighters in boxing, so you know, everything's going great, and everything that happened in the Olympics led me to here today.
Soft-spoken and considered somewhat of a golden boy at this time, Errol Spence used his Olympic pedigree and experience to dominate the welterweight division in his first title shot against Kell Brook.
Break it down. Who's an easier fight or a tougher fight for Errol Spence? Is it Terence Crawford or is it Keith Thurman?
I don't know, man. I think both of them are tough fights. I think both of them are great fighters. Both of them have their own things that they do great. I mean, so we just gotta focus on being better at what we do. And if there are mistakes we make, we gotta clean them up. You know, I think we have to come in and fight the perfect fight to beat either one of those guys. Both those guys are tough. So Terence is tough. He's faster, more athletic. Keith is not so athletic, but maybe a bigger puncher. So you just have to be smart and very intelligent. I think that on this level, everybody's good and everybody's great. These guys are very exceptional, so we got to go out there and be the best Errol Spence we can be.
Okay. You might be getting a little tired of it. Up there, they asked Keith about Bud Crawford coming up to 47. He said he has to prove his relevance before getting, you know, a big fight, a title shot against, you know, the best of the division, the class of the division like you guys. Do you feel the same way as Keith? Do you feel like he has to prove his relevance?
Me personally, man, I don't get out into the politics, man. I really don't care, man, about none of that. I mean, if his name come across the desk and now shoot me, hey, you want to fight Terence, this and that, okay, let's do it. I mean, I don't care about the politics. You got to prove this, you got to do this, you got to do that. I mean, his name never came across the desk, or Steven Espinosa never asked me about him or anything like that. So, I mean, I'm not worried about it at all. I mean,
you put a lot of stake in the pound-for-pound ranking?
And he's across the pond. Me and Keith Thurman haven't fought each other yet, and you know, we're on the same side of the street. So I mean, till that fight happened, I don't see the Terence fight happening before me and Keith Thurman happen.
And it's gonna make for a great fight.
Real quick, who do you want, Terence? Out of everybody out there, you're going to move up to welterweight. Who do you want? We talk about Errol Spence and Terence Crawford as eventually the big fight. Who do you want at welterweight?
See, me personally, I always believe in to be the man, you got to beat the man, and Spence is not the man at 147.
Who's the man?
Keith Thurman.
Based on resume.
Keith Thurman.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that, Terence. I really don't.
No, Terence right based on resume, but what we're talking about is the eyeball test.
I'm talking about the eyeball test.
The eyeball test says Errol
I
Spence.
understand that he's a champion. I understand he's got more fights. But look, when I see Keith Thurman, I see very, very good. When I see Errol Spence Jr., I see special.
Yeah, I do too.
The eye test can lie to you.
The eye test can lie to me?
It can lie to you.
That's almost blasphemous.
It can lie to you.
That's almost blasphemous.
Well, Terence,
Errol Spence might be watching.
You saying that about Errol Spence is just going to stoke that fight now.
That's okay.
He's good with it. To be the
okay.
man, you got to beat the man. You heard him.
Are you what?
Keith Thurman is the man at 147. And to be the man, you got to beat the man. He's #1 welterweight right now.
And you just don't see it with Errol Spence.
Hold on, man.
No, I see it, but he's not #1.
Let me say
could be considered petty and harmless to a casual fan, some of us hardcore fans in the YouTube community began to take different approaches. Some more aggressive than others, some drew lines in the sand when it came between these two fighters, making it difficult to actually root for both fighters simultaneously. This caused a rift in the YouTube community. The drawing tension between these two fighters. This spilled over into the YouTube community and started to brew itself, coming to a head similar to the Mayweather and Pacquiao saga. But this thing became something different. This thing may have been even worse.
Anybody talk bad about Gamboa, what people did, talk about Gamboa not being a true 135 pounder, coming off a long layoff. Nobody talk too much about that. Nobody talk about the Hank Lundy boxing Crawford up. They don't show that film, though. They don't show when Thomas DeLorme was boxing him up for 3 or 4 rounds. You know what I'm saying? They don't show that. You know, they didn't show the Klimov fight where people were saying they didn't want to see him no more because he was boring. You know, they didn't show when he was struggling with Ricky Burns. You know, when people was like, man, we thought he should have knocked out Ricky Burns. Adrian Broner would have knocked out Ricky Burns. People forget all.
If I had to watch a fight, I would rather watch Terence Crawford fight than Pete. Well, I mean, just my preference. I like the way Terence Crawford fight. I think he can fight.
You know, I spoke to Keith about Terence.
You see, that's another special talent. So when the dust settles, you think that's going to be my super fight.
I think the super fight right now is me and Keith Thurman. I mean, I have a belt. He has 2 of the belts. So why not unify? I feel like, you know, that's the best fight right now. That's the easiest fight to be made. We both had the same managers, fight on the same network. So why not do it?
you sound to me like you saying that Keith Thurman is avoiding you. Is that what you're saying?
Keith Thurman's a good fighter. He's a very good fighter. He's talented, he's accomplished, and he's won some tough fights. But when I say super fight, I'm talking about that dude. That's going to be my legacy fight because he's like me. I'm a special talent, and he's just a little different than everybody else. Who is that guy in or around your weight class? Because I have an answer for that question. I think Stephen A. has the same answer. What's your answer to that question?
I mean, I really just don't know right now. For right now, it looks like Keith Thurman. I really don't know right now.
You don't see
I know
Terence
what you're trying
Crawford?
to get to. You're probably trying to say Terence Crawford.
Yes.
You know, that fight's going to happen. Hopefully he beats Jeff Horn and gets that belt. And like I said, I want to be undisputed welterweight champion of the world. So when he does get that belt, we can make it happen in the future.
Terence Crawford.
With Errol Spence showing growth in his fighting ability and levels to his game, opponents became scarce. So he had to step into the ring with savvy veteran and once mentor Lamont Peterson. This caused a lot of people to view Errol differently as far as his fighting aspect was concerned. Some people began to favor Errol in potential matchups with the other welterweights and a potential matchup with Crawford. But the politics came.
To the recipe, you know what I'm saying? But listen, man, here's my opinion on this whole thing. You have Terence Crawford and you have Errol Spence. You have two warriors. These two guys are willing to fight anybody. Us as fight fans, we know it. It's time for us to look out for the best interests of real fighters. Okay, you have all these guys, Bradley Skeet, Ocampo, Ponomarev, Danny Garcia, Jesse Vargas, all of these guys, Sean Porter, these guys got to fight, man. These guys got to, these guys, Terence Crawford needs to clean these guys out, and so does Errol Spence, and then they need to make a super fight down the line. I know it sounds crazy coming from me, but this is the one case where I think the two fighters, because what they like to do is they like to put these young black fighters against each other so, they could eliminate one of us. Okay, they've been doing this shit for years. Nobody talks about it, okay? And then these guys don't get no credit any damn way for beating each other. Build the fight. They're close to the same age. We already know, we know what a code is all about. And it's time for me as a fight fan, I'm to look out for the best interests of the pockets of the warriors, okay? So wait it out. Let them clean up all these Ocampos and all them. Step up and face your mandatory and stop being a coward.
I'm always going to stand by my word. when the man calls out another man and say, man, I can beat you, man, you got to ride with that cat, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, if Terence is at 154 and Spence is at 147, I'm going to ride with Spence, man, because I know he can smash all them dudes down at 147 from the top all the way down the list. But Terence ain't at 54. He at 47. So I got to ride with my cat, man. If Spence is at 54, I'm going to ride with him. Because most of the times, most of them guys up there can't hang with him. Maybe 1 or 2 will give him a run for his money or maybe beat him. But that's just the way it is.
Yeah, this morning?
Nah, I didn't.
Okay, so he talks about you, kind of the way you talk about him.
Yeah.
That, hey, we're not going to make the fight right away. Let's build this fight up. It seems like you guys are cut from the same cloth. You're both confident, hold yourself well, speak your mind when asked. Do you feel like you guys are kind of built the same way, personality-wise?
A little bit. I don't really know him like that. This is what I see on social media and what people tell me. But like Terence Crawford said, I mean, he wouldn't fight anybody. He want to fight the best. And that's what I like to hear. I like to hear fighters say, I want to fight the best in my division. I want all the belts. I want to be undisputed welterweight champion, things like that. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear the other guys say that too, so we can get these fights made. So, it's definitely going to happen. I don't know when. I mean, realistically, it's not going to happen now. This fight is going to build up. I still got 2 belts on my side of the street that I'm looking to get, and it's way easier to make than a Terence Crawford fight. So.
Errol Spence then went on to blow Ocampo out of the water in the first round, and naturally, boxing fans wanted to see more.
In front, in the front of the front scene or the front of the store, everything, seems to be like, man, why they scared of this dude, man? He only beat Kell Brook and broke his eye. Kell Brook was already broke down, and that's what people are saying. But these people know. They know what this kid is made of. They know he had a late start in boxing. He's still learning, and he already good at boxing. They know that he on the brink of greatness, and they know for me to step in the ring with Errol Spence, I got my number. And until it reaches that number, I'm not going to unify with him. I'm not going to fuck with him. I'm not going to touch him. I'm not going to be friends with him no more, until the business side is right. And we gonna just leave that guy alone, man.
Terence Crawford moved up to the welterweight division in impressive fashion and completely obliterated Jeff Horn. This added more hype to the potential matchup between the two fighters. Bud continued to show that he was a legitimate player in the welterweight division in the summer of 2018, leaving the potential matchup between the two to be desired more than ever. But something unexpected happened. Once again, the politics came into play, and Bud decided to re-sign with Top Rank. This caused the boxing community and fans of both sides to wonder, when will the potential matchup happen between the two?
And you made for a good fight.
What would you like to do from here?
We're gonna next year he's not gonna go soft on me and fight twice. He's gonna fight 3 times, right?
Oh man, it's good to meet you, Mr. Crawford. How you doing, man?
Yeah.
Yo, I gotta ask. Obviously we saw the Jeff Horn fight. We know what happened there. Right. The big name they throwing around is you, Errol Spence Jr. My question is, what do you think about that? Is that gonna happen?
In the future, it will happen.
Okay.
But right now, we got other fights.
Okay.
Until that one get big.
Yeah. Okay. Man.
But Earl is where I'm from, but I love Bud, man. He done gave us a moment.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with saying Bud is my favorite fighter. You ain't gotta put that behind Spence.
Yeah, you see how you tried to cover that up, dude.
No. Spence love you more, man. If you go to this, tell the truth, baby.
Come on, man. Don't start all that, man. I'm giving you the green light. I'm showing y'all love, man. Bud is number 2 behind Spence. And when them boys lock up, like I said, the boy Spence is going to be like watching your favorite dog get hit by a truck. I'm telling you, man. Clutch City 7-1. He said, Bud, Earl would be civil war. Don't worry, Bo Mac. We still going to love him after Earl beat him down. Come on, man. Come on. Go ahead.
Hey, it's okay. Hey man, hey, tell the fans, man. I know y'all listen to me, man. Hey, you gonna ride with Spence? Hey, listen. After Bud beat the shit out of Spence, all I want to know is y'all gonna come on this side of the track and y'all gonna ride it out with me.
Hey.
If you ride it out with me, once we get another ESPYs for Fighter of the Year, I'ma shout y'all out and ask them if they down with that. Y'all down with that? ESPYs or Fighter of the Year, huh? Spence don't even have a promoter, man. Come on, yo. He don't got guaranteed money. He don't got no guaranteed money. He just fighting for. That's like fighting from working from paycheck to paycheck.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Of Terence Crawford getting a deal with ESPN, and he's getting a minimum of $3 million a deal, but he's stuck. That would leave him stuck over there. Do you think he's comfortable?
That's cool.
And Bomac was on a live talk show this morning, Trill Boxing Talk this morning, and he said that Errol Spence walks around at 200 pounds. Well, the Louis bag might be 200 pounds, but he said you walk around 200 pounds. But what was most concerned me, he said that Errol Spence over there living quote unquote paycheck to paycheck, where we getting guaranteed money over here.
Hey, well, tell him we get his yearly whatever. Tell my tax thing, we both can put ours up and see how much we make. And see how much we come home with. And I guarantee you, I probably most likely come home with way more than he come home with. We check that.
I want to say something. A lot of people want to talk about when I say, oh, we on different side of the streets and things like that. It's true. Like me and Terence Crawford on different side of the streets. He's just signed with ESPN. I don't fight for ESPN. I fight for Showtime or Fox. You know what I'm saying? So he's on this side of the street. Al Heyman, you know what I'm saying? And then like Bomac said, oh, I guarantee EJ living paycheck to paycheck. I'm definitely not living paycheck to paycheck. I guarantee you, if we check our tax reports at the end of the year, I guarantee I make more than him. He got 3 coaches. We don't know who the head coach is. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm a way better fighter.
Nobody believe what Bob Brown saying, man. Bob Brown said a lot of stuff. I mean, just recently he was saying that, oh, me and Terence Crawford probably won't fight till the end of 2019 or 2020 and stuff like that. So, I mean, I take what he say for a grain of salt. Like now he's saying he don't know who to contact. Somebody over there said they don't know who to contact over there with PBC or Al Heyman because Al Heyman's not real or something like that.
But why do these guys out here, Earl, like you said it yourself when you was in New York, every time you got a fight coming up or in training camp, they mention your name when they got another fight coming up. And then all these fans around the world, they jump like these guys don't got a fight coming up and they ain't just screaming your name when they got a fight coming up. What's your thoughts on that?
I mean, Bob said he want to fight with Terence. They called me out after his fight. He said he want to fight. He want to fight the champion. He gonna leave it up to Bob and stuff like that.
I honestly, at this point, I have not seen enough from Errol Spence to determine that he is the truth. I have not, because I have not seen him in there with an opponent of that caliber. And when I've seen him in with his best opponent, Kell Brook, who was a broken fighter, coming off a knockout, coming down 2 divisions in weight, possibly drained, and you break an eye socket that was already fractured, and you're bragging like you destroyed him?
You gonna crush them too? Bomac! And then Bomac was talking shit.
Bomac!
He said I'm broke. You said you be broke. Oh man, he sound like check to check. God damn. God damn.
How much is that change?
Hey, I bet my coach with him too.
Yeah, I bet.
I put money on my account, of course. Bet. Whatever. We bet 20.
We can do that.
We want to do that.
We can do that.
We want to do that.
They talking about Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, but we're not going to make that happen right now. Not right now. We must take that fight and let that fight build, and then down the line, let that fight happen.
I told everybody, I said, bro, this is going to happen. When Earl get to the point where he got something to lose, when Earl's at the height of his powers, he finna pull the same move. He gonna say, yo, it's business, and he gonna do this and that. And everybody told me, nah, man, Earl ain't gonna do that. Earl a different breed. He ain't gonna do that. I said, bro, he gonna do it. This is what I'm watching, this whole new era of fighters come in, and they all imitating Floyd Mayweather. They all, you know, you gonna get a fight with the other champions at welterweight with the PBC, Sean Porter,
Keith Thurman, for a while, the guys look like they don't want to fight you. All right? Terence Crawford and his promoter is acting like they want to fight you. So the fans right now, what we want to know is, why are you not putting the effort towards, well, hey, let me go get this belt if these guys over here playing games?
I mean, that fight is gonna happen, but like I told everybody, Bob used to run and everything. Bob Aaron don't run nothing. He don't run nothing. He on our time. I already got a fight lined up that I can't talk about right now, but it's in the works. They trying to work on a venue right now for the fight. So I do have something lined up, either January or February, late January, early February. Already lined up, and like I tell people all the time, the fight's gonna happen. I don't even think they want to fight, but they do want to fight. They want to fight because he has nobody to fight.
Something I need you to put to bed. Floyd Mayweather got on the internet today, and I guess he was saying that he's some kind of way is in charge of your career, or telling you what you do and can't do. I mean, what is Floyd? Do you work for Floyd or PBC?
I ain't never got a check from Floyd.
Okay.
I never got a check from Floyd. So I mean, shit. If I work for him, I ain't know.
Already.
So, like I said, me and Al talk about my career. You know, me and Al go over my career. You know, Al suggests things to me and ask me what I want to do. And then I had a final say so into that. Fighters on their card, they wouldn't be looking this way, trying to let me in the door. So, I mean, I ain't worried about that. The fight gonna happen. It's not gonna happen right now, but it will happen. I'm not saying it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen 3 years from now. It's gonna happen soon, but just not right now. So people just need to be patient, man.
The retro boxing has fell into the building. Retro boxing documentaries. What's going on, brother?
What's up? What's up with it, dude? How you doing, bro?
It's all good, man. It's all good. Tell the people how they can follow you, bro.
You can find me over at Retro Boxing and Documentaries on YouTube. That's right, baby. Ow! I smell pussy in the house tonight. I smell pussy coming from the PBC. That's right. Pussy boxing continued. Over there at the PBC, where Errol Spence, boy, is being a big pussy, don't want to respond to Terence Crawford's master. Terence Crawford said straight up, his master is Bob Aaron. All right? I told y'all niggas long time ago that fuck ass Terence Crawford don't talk enough. All right? Now, all of a sudden, everybody want to hear. In fact, you know what? To all y'all on the panel, and I'm disappointed in you too. I'm Southside Boxing. You on here, you're supposed to be defending Terence Crawford. All right? Listen, the boxing like pussy, straight up.
Chris told you personally, he told you straight up that fight is not happening because he don't want it to happen right now. He said he got
there's
no for Al Heyman. I don't understand where Al Heyman. That's what I'm saying. The whole reason why I called, and this is a problem that I got.
This is what I'm telling you. You ain't let me finish. Listen. The whole thing Al Heyman can't listen. This is what I'm saying.
He may be saying stuff in the background, but he is not in control of Errol Spence. That's the whole purpose of me calling Errol Spence.
So let me ask you this question, Black. Let me ask you. Let me ask you this question. Black.
He never got no check from
Black. Listen. Okay, if that's the case, listen to this, Black. Black, listen to this. Bro.
Hold on, brothers.
Bro, listen. Bro, you're over talking me. You're not listening.
We can't hear nobody.
Listen. If that's the case, Black. If that's the case, right? Then we need to bang on Errol Spence for not making this fight because he.
Over Mikey Garcia Lomachenko or Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford. It's not about business. It's not about A side, B side, C side, nothing like that. It's not about that. It's about they gonna hide behind the business fact. Al Heyman gonna be the scapegoat. Al Heyman gonna be the bulletproof vest on their chest. But the fact of the matter is they don't want those fights. When it boils down to it, They don't want those fights. This is like a Duck Haven, Duck Super Bowl right here, Duck Championship fight.